Why is the Cardano community so strong, and what does it mean for Cardano and its future? Cardano ADA recently has been the hot stuff on the blockchain. Today we're going to talk about the community behind Cardano, why it is so strong, and what this means for Cardano's future. But before we dive into this video, if you don't know what Cardano is all about, then feel free to check out the video in the top right now or linked in the description explaining exactly what Cardano is. Right now, the Cardano community Twitter has over 600,000 followers, and the Cardano subreddit has been growing like wildfire in the past few months, being the fastest growing crypto community by far. Cardano has reached a milestone of over half as many community members when compared to its older sibling Ethereum, which is a staggering number of people involved already in Cardano, considering ADA's market cap is much less than its bigger brother ETH. Not to mention, Cardano's community has been growing twice as fast in these past few months, which is another thing I'll have to wrap my head around after recording this video. Now, without further ado, let's dive into some reasons and numbers on why Cardano has amassed such a large and strong community these past few years since their initial launch in 2017. So, the first reason in my eyes Cardano has amassed such a strong and growing community is because of the foundation, pun not intended, that Cardano was built upon. A crypto based on strong ethics and values to enrich not just the founders and the early adopters, but to enrich the lives of people all over the world. Their mission statement is to help everyone, especially the people in underdeveloped areas of the world, and that is something that sits nice with people when looking into the cryptocurrency space as a whole. Even people who don't understand crypto much can see clearly what Cardano is about from a small amount of research. Other cryptocurrencies, on the other hand, don't have this leg up where Cardano does. Even though there are many other cryptos that could achieve similar results in providing value, they don't market it quite as effectively as Cardano does, so the attention will most likely go to the better marketed project in this stage of getting people to hop into a community. Before I move on to the second reason for Cardano having such a strong community, I want to highlight some points about crypto and the communities surrounding them. Personally, I am very bullish on Cardano and everything it stands for, so I do see a very bright future for it. However, oftentimes I see people battling each other about which crypto is better and making huge arguments for either side of the fence, and here's where I stand on other similar projects like Ethereum or Polkadot. Many people will marry one side of the fence, but for me, I am all for any of these cryptos doing extremely well over the other. In the end, to me, it is all about mainstream adoption in the crypto space, and if one project wins, then the crypto space as a whole will be further along to adoption and therefore further along the path of decentralized finance and the positive changes it will bring. Of course, I would love for Cardano to do well, as that would benefit me financially. But before you go comment something nasty on someone's favorite altcoin, just remember we are all on the same side of the fight and no one is forcing you to marry a specific crypto, but you also have the right to your own choices in terms of what crypto you have faith in. At the end of the day, no one knows which project will come out on top, or if any will at all. Also remember, none of this is a sure thing, so each step towards crypto adoption is extremely important no matter who the winner is in the short-term side of things. Even though right now I have all my chips on Cardano, all of my chips is actually just the amount I'm willing to lose. If you have more than you're willing to lose in your crypto investments, then you might need to de-risk and evaluate how much you're comfortable with losing to avoid mental or financial despair. Please keep in mind though, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy in my mom's basement, so none of this is financial advice. Okay, now, the second reason on why the Cardano community is so strong. As you may know, Cardano runs on a proof-of-stake consensus method compared to its golden grandpapa, Bitcoin, using a proof-of-work consensus method. With proof-of-stake comes a lot of benefits and also two more reasons for such a strong community surrounding the Cardano project. The first of these reasons being that proof-of-stake is a much more energy-efficient method than a proof-of-work method. Here's a quick chart comparing Cardano to Bitcoin to other financial services when it comes to energy consumption. This is just one of many white lights for the Cardano project as a whole, and with people becoming fearful of seeing Bitcoin's energy consumptions, they often look for proof-of-stake projects in light of this, which gives Cardano another leg up to build its community. Now, I'm not against Bitcoin's proof-of-work consensus method, but many people do not know enough on how Bitcoin operates and where the energy used to operate Bitcoin comes from, so they're often scared off and look for a more energy efficient crypto instead. This is completely understandable as most of the mainstream media paints Bitcoin as an evil energy consuming monster when this is not really the case in the big picture. Enough with Bitcoin though, let's get back on track to our Cardano discussion. So the second reason for proof of stake being a powerhouse to build the Cardano community is because you can earn passive income by staking your Cardano ADA. If you don't know about Cardano staking and want the entire rundown on it, then check out the videos in the top right now, which will also be linked in the description to help you get on track. Essentially, the way Cardano is set up, anyone who owns Cardano can stake it by delegating their ADA to a staking pool. By staking it, you get paid on average 5% per year or more, and it is paid in ADA. All while you can stop delegating at any time and your Cardano is never at risk while staking. So why does this help build a strong community? Well, mainly because people are much less inclined to sell. Not only do you get a healthy annual return on your Cardano, and with the only risk being that the price of your Cardano going down, but your staking rewards also are given every 5 days and therefore compounded frequently. This means that people get to make more ADA while holding their Cardano that is more likely to appreciate in value because of the deflationary nature that Cardano has set in place by setting a limited supply on the currency. These things make people passionate about their investments and get people involved to share their great experiences surrounding the project, once again catapulting the community strength and growth. Many people will tell their friends and family of this newfound venture as well. When comparing Cardano staking to stocks or traditional investments, the risk is much higher, but the rewards are also much higher. And Cardano has risks like any other crypto, but staking helps people invest in the space and feel much more secure with their money in the Cardano cryptocurrency. Now, the fourth reason why the Cardano community is so strong. So, many cryptos have a transparent team, but most of them are not as engaged as a Cardano team is with their community. Not only does Cardano dedicate days to AMAs and roadmap updates on a regular basis, but the founder, Charles Hoskinson, also streams multiple times a week to engage with the Cardano community. This is another huge source of strength behind the Cardano community. Charles has become the light of hope in the Cardano space and gives off a really good feeling that he's on a mission to change the world. The passion Charles has for the project and vision ends up rubbing off onto the people watching his streams and interacting with him on all social accounts. I believe Charles has developed a fan base at this point, and that fan base is very well seated with ethics and morals similar to his, all of which are involved in the Cardano community too. Even though at times Charles' following seems cult-like, the good kind of cult, you can clearly see why so many people admire him for his knowledge and vision regarding Cardano and crypto as a whole. Keep in mind though, Charles aside, there are also so many passionate and driven people working on Cardano, developers and all, and keeping the project growth steady and strong. There are probably a countless number of reasons I could add to this list for the community being so strong, but for now I want to cover what this strong community might mean for the future of Cardano. With a strong community in anything comes long-term vision and people with unshakable faith. These two things together means that Cardano will not only go down without a fight, but in terms of how long the project might last and where it may go, I believe such a strong community indicates that Cardano is here for the long haul and won't be going anywhere anytime soon. In terms of price for Cardano's native token ADA, the strong community indicates overall less selling pressure in desperate times. The more people believe in a project, the less likely they are to sell when things go low or times get tough. This means that we may quickly find very strong supports in the coming years at high price targets. With less people wanting to sell their Cardano, the price is naturally going to go up. Although this is not certain, a strong community filled with faith will more than likely help the price of ADA over the long term. As well as with over 70% of Cardano being staked on average, this is just another huge indicator that people like holding the token and earning passive income. With the Cardano community growing more each day, there's a good chance this growth will continue for quite some time as Cardano continues on its roadmap and objectives slowly but steadily as ever. That's all on Cardano for today. If you want to see more awesome Cardano content, then consider checking out the videos in the top right or my Cardano playlist in the description full of useful Cardano videos. With all that being said, I hope you have a great day. Please consider subscribing, and peace out.